As the most popular midsize pickup in the USA for 19 years running, it's safe to say that the Toyota Tacoma is a pretty good pickup. However, Toyota has made some significant changes to the 2024 model, notably with the engines and trim levels. In this video, we'll explore the new engine lineup and assess whether or not this was a good move for the beloved Taco. We may love the Taco, but let's not get it twisted. For the last couple of years, the engine choices have felt very underwhelming. Let's take a look at the 2023 model, for instance, which comes equipped with a base 159 horsepower, 180 pound-feet torque 4-cylinder engine. For a small hatchback, this is a decent choice, but for a truck designed to go everywhere and tow the weight of the world, well, it feels underwhelming to say the least. Things do get a little better with the V6, which makes over 100 horsepower more and produces a very respectable 265 pound-feet of torque, which is more than enough for most people's towing needs. However, compared to the competition, it still falls short. All this meant, while the 2023 Taco was and still is an excellent mid-size pickup choice, it just can't keep up with the likes of the Ford Ranger and the Chevy Colorado in terms of speed and power. And coupled with that awful automatic transmission, the driving experience between the Taco and other options are simply worlds apart. Oh, and let's not forget the average fuel consumption of 23 miles per gallon, which is also significantly less than other options, like the GMC Canyon. However, this all changes for 2024. Toyota is completely getting rid of both the 4-cylinder and V6 and will make use of 3 new engine options. Base models will come equipped with a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing 228 horsepower and 243 pound-feet of torque, which is miles better than that sluggish base 2023 4-cylinder. The next engine in the lineup is what Toyota is calling an I-Force, 2.4-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine which bumps the horsepower up to 270 and the torque up to 317 pound-feet. And then, finally, the high-end Tacos are going to come equipped with the same I-Force engine, only this time it'll be hooked up to an electric motor, making for an impressive hybrid setup producing 326 horsepower and a whopping 465 pound-feet of torque. So, the big question is, are these changes worth it? Well, the answer to this question is both yes and no. On the bright side of things, you can expect the new lineup of Tacomas to feel much more powerful. I mean, that base 4-cylinder is only slightly less powerful than the 2023 Taco's V6, which was the best of the bunch, meaning that you're probably not going to feel underpowered in many scenarios. And if you opt for that hybrid setup, you'll be leaving all the competition in your dust. Towing capacity is also going to be a lot better. Honestly, for 99% of people, 465 pound-feet of torque is actually overkill. And unless you're towing a trailer full of elephants, you're probably not going to face any issues. Toyota is also ditching the horrible 6-speed automatic transmission for a fresh 8-speed alternative. This promises to be a whole lot smoother and should improve the overall driving experience significantly. However, there are some downsides. Primarily, the efficiency of the 2024 Taco has barely improved over last year's model, which was already pretty abysmal. For instance, the base trims will average just 20 miles per gallon, with the non-hybrid I-Force averaging 22 miles per gallon. Sure, pickup trucks aren't exactly known for being polar bear friendly, but compared to competitors like the 2024 Ford Maverick, which can get up to 37 miles per gallon, the Taco just doesn't quite cut it. Now, we don't actually have any concrete figures for the hybrid variant as of the time of making this video, so there is at least some chance that this engine's efficiency will impress us. However, I wouldn't get your hopes up, and it is a shame that for such a massive overhaul, the improvements to fuel efficiency are minute at best. Of course, some people are also going to complain about Toyota going down the hybrid route. For a lot of pickup enthusiasts, there's nothing better than a trusty gasoline motor, especially when you consider that these vehicles are meant to be go-anywhere, do-anything vehicles that will last for years without so much as a couple of gallons of fuel every now and then. However, you can't exactly blame Toyota for going down a hybrid route. Plus, they are at least still offering a more traditional setup in the standard 4-cylinder variant. So, the new lineup of engines are very impressive, despite the fact that they might not fulfill their promise of increasing the Taco's MPG. However, it's not just the stuff under the hood that's new. Literally everything has changed for 2024. And it's all been changed for one purpose: to make the Taco a beast off-road. In fact, the company itself wrote that all they want to do is build a badass adventure machine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they might have done just that. For starters, the 2024 model has been built on Toyota's new TNGA F truck platform, featuring more advanced technology like multi-link rear suspension, new automatic transmission with rev-matching technology, and standard integrated off-road equipment from ARB, Old Man Emu, and Rigid Industries. Things get even more exciting when you move up the trim levels. The TRD off-road variant, for instance, comes with upgraded hardware, including Blistine external reservoir dampers, anti-roll bar disconnect, and 33 BF Goodrich trail terrain tires. You can also opt for a TRD-tuned Fox suspension package, which includes adjustable internal bypass shocks with aluminium housings, oversized shock shafts, and remote reservoirs. But if this still isn't enough for you, the Tacoma is compatible with a variety of aftermarket accessories, which, as Toyota puts it, allows you to outfit the Tacoma into the overlanding rig of your dreams. All of this excellent technology is housed in an extremely durable shell, which won't break under pressure. For instance, spec models will come with an ARB steer racer bumper, an ARB modular sports bar, high-mount air intake, as well as frame-mounted rock rails for underbody protection, and Old Man Emu shock absorbers. The interior of the Tacoma is just as pleasing as the exterior, both aesthetically and functionally. For instance, everything is covered in leather, which gives the Tacoma a very high-end feel compared to the rugged and ready exterior. Plus, leather will be much easier to clean after a day trailing through the mud. And as for functionality, you're getting some great tech, like a trailer backup guidance system, which, let's face it, will be useful no matter how good of a driver you are. There's also an optional panoramic view monitor to give you a 360 degree of your vehicle so you can move safely. Couple this with a blind spot monitor, backup camera, and hitch lamps, and it's safe to say that the Tacoma will be a dream to maneuver. Other features we've seen include segment-first isodynamic performance seats, which make use of your upper and lower pressure gauges to absorb the bumps on your journeys to make for a more smooth ride. There's also a portable JBL speaker on the dash, which, like the Tacoma, can survive pretty much everything. Now, with all these new additions, there has been an increase in the price of the Taco for 2024, and to put it lightly, it's a pretty big jump, so hold on to your hats. So the entry-level SR trim starts at $32,995, representing an increase of $2,900. If you're after the iForce engine, the minimum price you're looking at is $37,695, which is a huge jump up of nearly $6,000 from last year. And if you want all the bells and whistles, as well as that hybrid setup, expect to pay $53,595. That's over 10 grand more than last year. So, time for the big question, is the 2024 model worth the steep increase in price? In our verdict, absolutely. Sure, there might be a few hiccups here and there, but on the whole, the 2024 Taco is miles better than the 2023 gen in virtually every single way. And the average buyer isn't going to need the top-of-the-range model. In fact, you're probably only going to need to spend around $40,000 maximum. Sure, that's not pocket change, but can you think of a more well-rounded mid-size pickup for the price? As for the release date, it's expected that the production for the standard models will begin in December 2023, with models rolling out in the next few weeks. And then the hybrid version will begin production in April of next year, becoming available to the public in the first half of 2024. Ultimately, the 2024 Toyota Tacoma embodies the spirit of the old Taco, which captured the hearts of the nation, wrapping it up in a new shell that's prettier, faster, more practical, and arguably a better value for money. We honestly don't have a bad word to say about this thing, and if you're in the market for a mid-size pickup that can survive anything you throw at it, picking up one of these bad boys could just become one of the best decisions you make. What do you think of the new Taco? Are you impressed with the engine lineup, the changes to the styling, and the excellent off-road capability? Or do you think that Toyota has priced the 2024 model too high, thereby losing the key selling point that made the Taco so popular in the past? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And that about wraps up for today. Keep an eye out for our upcoming videos because we have a bunch coming your way. I'll see you over there.